Welcome to the Real Estate Way to Wealth and Freedom podcast with Jacob Ayers, providing actionable content to help you along your journey to financial freedom through real estate investing. As the premier asset class, real estate has helped ordinary people just like you amass fortunes. The benefits of passive income from real estate investing will allow you to live a life you want. And now your host, entrepreneur, real estate investor, and apartment deal syndicator, Jacob Ayers.
Hi, and welcome to the Real Estate Way to Wealth and Freedom podcast, episode 189. Hi, I'm your host, Jacob Ayers. You're listening to another episode of Friday Fundamentals. Hi, and welcome back to the show. I'm so glad you're here. This week, our Friday Fundamental is enjoy the journey. For most people, we think we know what success looks like. Now, it's different for everyone, but most probably want health, wealth, happiness, fulfillment, etc. However, once we reach this success, it's often not quite what we thought it would be in the beginning. This path to success is often a long one too. You might spend years working towards achieving success, however you define it, only to realize it's not quite what you expected. Let's use an analogy for this. Imagine you spend weeks climbing a mountain with the goal to reach the summit and take in views of an amazing scenery. You prepare yourself for the climb, study techniques, study weather patterns, map out a trail path, etc. You push your body to its limits and finally reach the summit. It's then you realize the views are not as spectacular as you expected. Well, this scenario is one that has some truth for me, only I was hiking a volcano in Costa Rica for what seemed like most of the day, only to reach the top and have an obstructed view by the clouds and fog. I guess that's what happens when you climb up a volcano into the clouds. So why am I telling you this? Simple. While success is your ultimate goal, you should also enjoy the journey to that success. If you don't like what it takes to achieve that success, then you might feel like you wasted time getting to that unfulfilling destination. Embrace the grind, if you will. So life is full of paths and options. It's up to you to decide which to take. Knowing that you'll be in this for the long haul, it's wise to do something you enjoy in the process. Now, here are a few ways you can enjoy your journey. The first and most important, at least in my opinion, is to be grateful. Gratitude is such a powerful emotion and one that can change your perspective on so many things. If you take a perspective that each and every day is a new opportunity for you to grow, become better, and do good, that in itself is a powerful thing. Being grateful is one thing. Expressing gratitude is another. Tell yourself and others what and who you are grateful for. In fact, I write down one thing every day I'm grateful for. Sometimes it's for big things like my healthy niece and nephews. And other days, it's for things as simple as coffee and a home office. 2, do something that brings you excitement and fulfillment. Life is too short to do things, at least for an extended amount of time, that don't bring you joy. Sure, we all have to pay bills and keep our lives in order. But if you do something you truly enjoy, you'll naturally do well at it, and the end goal won't be all that matters to you. Going back to our analogy, if you enjoy hiking, well, the views at the top of the mountain are just a bonus. And 3, say no so you can say yes to the right things. Some of the most determined and successful people I know say no to almost everything. They keep focus on their own goals and don't get distracted with all of the other options and paths life offers them. There are a million paths to what you define as success. It's up to you to pick your path and make it yours. This sometimes requires saying no to other things. I was at a conference recently, and Brandon Turner from Bigger Pockets had a really interesting perspective on this. He looked at time spent as it was being robbed from his family. If he says yes to something, he is robbing time from himself that he could be spending with his wife and daughter. Sometimes that time is necessary, and other times it's okay to say no to things so you can do the things that are truly important to you. Well, these are just a few of the ways you can enjoy your journey. Everyone is different. We have different goals, different paths, and different things we enjoy. Pick yours and do it as best as you can. Now, we as real estate investors are an impatient and anxious bunch. While we talk about how real estate investing is not a get-rich-quick scheme, we sure try our hardest to grow and scale our real estate portfolios with the ultimate goal of achieving financial freedom as quickly as possible. We all want out of that rat race, right? Well, it's important to remember the journey is just as important as the end goal. Don't make the mistake of pursuing the wrong thing and sacrificing your life on the way to achieving that thing. Instead, pick a journey that excites you, one that motivates you, and do that as much as you can. Enjoy life every day. Do what you love. Be grateful for all of the opportunities you are given. Eventually, you'll reach the top and see those views you've been dreaming of. Well, that wraps up this week's episode of Friday Fundamentals. Hey, I really hope you're getting value from these short segments. If you like what you've heard and you like all the content from our great guest recently, please go over and leave a rating and review on whichever platform you're listening on. And stay tuned in the upcoming weeks. We've got some really, really exciting guests lined up, and I'm really excited to share those with you. So if you haven't yet, please go over and leave a rating and review on whichever platform you're listening on. As always, for more information, resources, and to connect with me, you can visit www.jacobayers.com. Till next week, engineer the lifestyle you want.
You've been listening to the Real Estate Way to Wealth and Freedom podcast, providing you actionable content to build your real estate empire. Nothing on this show should be considered specific, personal, or professional advice. Please consult an appropriate tax, legal, real estate, financial, or business professional for personal advice. The opinions of guests are their own. Information is not guaranteed. All investment strategies have a potential for profit or loss. The host is operating on behalf of the Real Estate Way to Wealth and Freedom, LLC, exclusively.